We have a good ethical moral value and able to do the right thing. And bukannya kata nak melawan kalau benda tak elok ada, tapi you have the courage to do the right thing and not participate something which is wrong. That's the inner strength. It's a moral compass that you need to have.
Anda sedang mendengar USIM Podcast.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam integrasi nakli akli. Anda bersama saya Wan Nadihah Wan Jamil dalam USIM Podcast, platform yang akan membincangkan isu-isu semasa dari segi akademik dan juga bukan akademik. Kita betul hari ini kita dapat bersama dengan seorang persona figura dalam siri in-person USIM Podcast, iaitu yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Nik Norzrul Thani Nik Hassan Thani, Pengerusi Lembaga Pengarah USIM. Assalamualaikum Tan Sri.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat datang ke USIM Podcast.
Terima kasih.
Buat pertama kalinya kita terima Big Boss lah, kita panggil Big Boss ke USIM Podcast. Alhamdulillah. So, saya ada 2 tahniah hari ni kat Tan Sri. Pertama, of course tahniah atas pelantikan Pengerusi Lembaga Pengarah USIM. How do you feel, Tan Sri?
Rasa mula-mulanya risau juga, tanggungjawab untuk USIM saya ni. Dengan USIM ni ada link juga, pernah jadi anggota investment committee dan juga komiti untuk membantu fakulti undang-undang, syariah undang-undang untuk mendapatkan recognition from LPA dulu. Jadi kenal sikit lah. Dan pernah jadi bagi talk pun USIM. Tak disangka jadi chairman. Jadi bila diberi mandat menjadi chairman tu, rasa satu challenge juga untuk making sure that kita maintain the tradition and orang kata the strength of USIM lah. Jadi, Alhamdulillah, I'm very pleasantly surprised dengan management dan juga student saya jumpa ni, very easy to work with dan juga very committed to the concept of integration of knowledge, akli dan nakli tu, dan juga I think more importantly silently moving and doing things. Itu yang bagi saya satu ciri USIM yang I rasa tak terselah di orang ramai lah. I hope to help to propagate that lah.
Alright.
Masa saya discuss dengan Datuk BC all the time, dan saya very impressed dengan management. Saya cakap something, they go back, come back and we discuss. Jadi benda-benda macam tu bagi saya ciri-ciri organisasi yang mantap lah. And kudos to the previous chairman dan juga all the predecessors yang membuat USIM as it is now. Sekarang ni my tugas is to bring it to next level je lah.
InsyaAllah, insyaAllah. Okay. Tahniah yang kedua, Arsenal menang semalam, last minute score.
Yeah. Saya dipahamkan orang ramai orang support Arsenal sekarang. Saya minat Arsenal sejak umur 11 tahun lagi.
Oh, okey. Kira bukan bertukar lah, memang Arsenal all the way.
Kita memang setia Gunners.
Alhamdulillah. Okey. Mungkin untuk first part kita nak share sikit kehidupan awal Tan Sri. And macam mana kehidupan awal Tan Sri daripada muda, belajar dulu, membentuk Tan Sri hari ini.
I think saya dua aspek. Ayah saya seorang cikgu dan oleh itu saya banyak berpindah. Saya calculate daripada saya standard 1 sampai form 5, saya ada masuk 8 sekolah. 7 kali pindah.
Banyak tu.
Jadi setahun tu ada 3 sekolah. Okay. Jadi it calculates 2 aspek lah. Satu, you become for lack of the word flexible, and you know how to handle yourself with people, and you force yourself to come out of your shell. Itu satu benda yang saya sebenarnya basically an introvert and shy person. Masa kecil anak mak saya kata selalu malu-malu lah. Bila besar ni tak malu sangat dah pula, jadi malu lah. Jadi I open up a bit, so that helped me to change my character lah. Itu satu. Dan keduanya, similarly juga, saya sekarang jadi lawyer, tapi saya did not start off as a lawyer. Jadi masa saya form 5, tak nak buat STPM dengan Adib masa tu kan, jadi nak pergi buat accountancy. Saya buat accountancy dulu dekat ITM, diploma accountancy, di mana saya kenal isteri saya sekarang. Lepas tu saya pergi buat marketing dekat UK. Lepas marketing, lepas tu sambil tu buat law, lepas tu buat law sampai habis. Jadi saya punya experience working in the bank, working as audit assistant, has helped me to become a better lawyer and a better corporate person, di mana arena yang saya berada sekarang lah. Jadi saya bukannya, jadi kalau nak jadi the learning process is that don't stick to just one area of your expertise. Degree is a degree, tapi kita kena open up and embrace other skills, other subject. By then we can have a more holistic personality lah.
I see.
A better person for me in the corporate world lah.
Okay, despite of your schedule, your very hectic schedule, and you start up with as a academician juga kan, Tan Sri. Tan Sri suka menulis. Macam mana Tan Sri boleh?
Okay, alhamdulillah.
What is your inspiration untuk menulis ni, Tan Sri?
Okay, two things. One, ayah saya was a teacher. So teaching became a very honourable profession for the family lah. So my brother pun jadi lecturer. Jadi mengajar tu I thoroughly enjoy. Tapi there was a time when I was visiting professor dekat Harvard. I missed the practice. So I practice dulu kejap. Jadi I went out again lah. And ini mungkin lebih kepada saya lah. Jadi mungkin orang lain mungkin dia punya emphasis is different. Saya rasa masa saya di akademik dulu, saya rasa tak puas menulis. Pasal saya rasa macam I lack the practical experience. So when I was practicing bahawa I rasa more confident to write. It's me because I wanted the writing to be encompassing the practical element.
The injection of industry punya experts, so kan? Okay.
So one of the thing that I nak propose and I've discussed with VC here, Dato' VC, is that I want like to have a more, I call it operation fusion. The fusion between academic industry is very important bagi saya lah. Seleloknya kita ada the industry link. Memang ada sekarang, tapi more enhanced, and more embedded, especially for the professional courses lah. Still a long way to go. Tapi macam in some faculties in overseas, percentage of lecturers yang ada industrial background ada a distinct percentage, 30% or whatever. Dan certain subject, for example, professional course are taught only by a professional or ex-professional yang jangan jadi lecturer. So that's something for us to look at lah. I'm not saying what we're doing now is wrong. I think we're doing well. We got people in, but how to be better lah. So my aim is to make it one step up, go higher level. We are now okay. We're alright. But how can I work with the university management, university team to make it to the next level lah, to be more global and more international lah, in that sense.
Okay. Tadi Tan Sri cakap Tan Sri tak nak ambil STP kan?
Yang ada, tak nak pakai baju uniform sekolah. Jadi kena buat law, masa tu kena pergi buat STP pakai uniform sekolah.
Uniform lagi masa tu.
Kawan-kawan semua bawa file, bawa seluar cantik, nak ikut je lah. Pergi buat akuntansi dulu. Tapi it wasn't for me lah. I wanted to do law ultimately, so I went to marketing and then did law lah. But I learned a lot after that lah. But the accounting experience, marketing experience help me to develop a different angle. when I work lah. So that's quite lucky.
Tan Sri, kenapa Tan Sri pilih untuk jadi akademik masa mula-mula? Tan Sri, why not like all the way corporate bersama? Kenapa masa tu Tan Sri buat decision tu?
I have to say something a bit personal lah. You don't mind, I share with you. But it's something a lot of people know. Actually, my wife masa tu dia degree fashion design. Dia dapat offer buat masters dekat UK, kat Leicester. Jadi dia nak pergi seorang tak nak. Dia kata Bandung nak follow her. Maksudnya ada masters dah, don't need to do PhD lah. Jadi in a way it pressured me to become academic lah. So I was practicing, tapi I pun nak buat PhD. Jadi the only way to do PhD is to become academic. So I went and became academician lah, to do my PhD. So that was my motivation. But I enjoyed it. I stayed on. Unfortunately masa tu tak ada scholarship untuk PhD, jadi my wife misses her masters. Tapi at the time I went on to do my PhD 1 year later. My wife and anak ikut. But we enjoyed that time because the PhD was a different thing. Because masa belajar dulu duit tak cukup. I married when I was very young, when I was a student. My wife was working while I was studying. So in a way, second tahap masa pergi buat PhD tu lega sikit lah pasal akademik tu ada duit lebih sikit, ada allow untuk anak, untuk isteri. Jadi my 3.5 years buat PhD was very illuminating for me kat London, and I spent a lot of time with my children masa tu kecil. So when I came back, I served for a few years. And I was lucky when I was teaching also, I was also diarahkan untuk jadi dekan haiwan pelajar. Jadi banyak involved dengan student activity. Dan it keeps you alive lah, haiwan pelajar ni. Student siang, young people, activity program. Every weekend ada program.
Betul.
Problem pada tengah malam ada call 3 pagi tu masalah lah. Budak sakit ke, budak problem apa, tak ada air ke apa, yang meninggal. First time I was appointed within student affairs, ada budak meninggal, budak foreign student from Albania. Betul UAE. So nak handle keranda and all that. So it was a baptism of fire to me lah. But I enjoyed teaching. But after a few years, I miss the practice part lah of the corporate world. Jadi, and also masa I mengajar, I tak banyak tulis. Masa I practice pun banyak tulis. Alhamdulillah. Like I said, the confidence level was more. That's peculiar to me lah. I know that it's not fair to say that, but it was peculiar to me. I felt I was missing something lah. So when I was practicing, I wrote more lah. And basically what I wrote was things yang I buat day to day, I encompass into book or to articles. Because then you do something that you can write on it lah. Alhamdulillah. So saya punya area expertise Islamic finance. Jadi banyak benda lagi yang perlu ditulis. Jadi saya dapat menulis on Islamic finance.
Mungkin kita boleh lepas ni jemput Tan Sri untuk segmen kita punya flagship library, human library.
Oh, okay.
Instead of pinjam buku, kita pinjam Tan Sri untuk share experience kan yang baru.
Nak kena check library ada buku saya tak? Tak kena donate tu.
Okay, lepas Tan Sri jadi pensyarah for quite a while. Apa yang menyebabkan Tan Sri kata, okay, academic I'm done. Okay. Not to say I'm done, okay. Like you want to balik practice as a legal practitioner.
Masa tu I was offered to do what they call it visiting Fulbright scholar dekat Harvard Law School. So when I was there, I spent time and dekat US the academic can teach. Sorry. Academic can work and practice. So that fusion made me very interested. And then I spent some time dekat law firm sana. Then itu mencetuskan balik minat untuk practice lah. And I felt I was at that time 37 years old. Kalau I nak buat the jump, I have to do the jump then. Because if you wait until you are 40 plus for you to start again the practice will be lambat lah. So it was a big decision. I had to speak to my wife and my children. It's not only for the money lah. It's the yearning to do practical work and to do something in the practical world lah. And I was lucky because I was approached by an international law firm based in Singapore. At that time it was the biggest law firm in the world, Baker McKenzie, to practice there. So I went there and I learned a lot. Singapore was quite advanced. Mesti they open up to non-Singaporeans to practice. So banyak benda lah belajar. And then 1 year later, I was offered to come back and join the firm in Malaysia. There was a firm called Zahid Ibrahim & Co. Which had a tie-up with Arthur Anderson, satu accounting firm. So we worked together and I came back and started practicing again in Malaysia lah. So I was practicing before I became a lecturer, tapi I became full-time lecturing. Alhamdulillah, UIA was very kind to me. Okay, I breached the contract, but dia bagi pro rata, so I bayar balik yang mana balance. Tapi my link with UIA was very strong. I went on to teach part time and also to be director of their holding company. I give back lah. So to me, I was very much adapted ke UIA. Banyak benda yang I belajar. My student pun banyak pun UIA yang bantu saya dalam praktis.
Anak murid langsung banyak dekat USIM ni.
USIM banyak, dekat praktis banyak, politik banyak, corporate banyak. Jadi Alhamdulillah. So Alhamdulillah, ayah saya cikgu dulu. Jadi saya tengok banyak. Masa dia jadi cikgu di mana pun anak murid datang. Jadi saya pernah queue dekat post office. Ada murid masuk kata, cikgu masuk dalam, saya tolong handlekan. Jadi this thing I notice. Student respect cikgu tu ada. Dan sometimes they come to me for validation pun. Nik, saya sekarang ni so saya sekarang ni. Jadi macam ayah lah. I'm very proud of them. Sometimes I'm doing very well. And I'm very proud of that. And some of them yang problem pun jumpa saya untuk nasihat. Saya bagi apa saya boleh lah. Tapi I always like to encourage young people to do things lah. My mantra always do things different. Even macam I was basically accountant, marketing, lawyer ni semua chairman sana macam ni, tak ada kena. Sekarang ni chairman sana Adib plantation tak ada kena dengan lawyer pun, tapi I was given the trust to chair, but I learn. But you have to keep learning lah. Learning is an never ending process. I went to the ladang to know how to cut basic thing, kelapa sawit, what they need, rumah dia orang macam mana. So you have to understand. So once you know that, you hopefully you can help to lead company to another platform lah, to high level.
Okay. Maksudnya orang muda macam saya ni memang kena macam Chansri lah, cuba
don't if there is an advice, don't close your door to just one thing. Itulah agama dia belajar ekonomi. Doesn't mean you have to be economist. You can be a writer, you can be a journalist, even kalau boring antara degree buat law boleh juga. Jadi even accountant, you can be accountant, maybe economy. So don't limit yourself to one, and take also of knowledge as you can, because it will be helpful in one way. I tell my children, my grandchildren, cucu sekarang ni, ambil a degree tu is a experience in the university life, but doesn't mean that you have to stick to that particular expertise when you work. It can be anything else, even entrepreneur. I got friend of my anak dia ambil degree ekonomi, sekarang jadi gamer dekat UK. Kerja dia develop games professionally. So whatever makes them happy lah. If you can get a job that also makes you happy, that will be the best.
With passion, we can go anywhere. Kan, Asri?
Personal example. My wife is a fashion designer. So she ended up having her own shop. So she's passionate about her job. She also making money out of it. So to her, she was very lucky. She did what she liked and earned money out of it. Of course lah, what they call it, being my wife, when buka kedai tu, when the business was good, it was our business. When business is bad, when business is good, it's my business. When business is bad, it's our business. Jadi masa business bagus tu dia punya lah. Masa tak bagus tu kita punya. Kita punya. So business is bad, our business doing very badly. I mean, I had to pay the rental lah. It's a true story, by the way.
Betul,
my wife knows about it. I joke about it all the time lah.
Sebab tu dalam rumah tangga orang kata apa? Your money, it's my money. My money is my money.
Masa anak-anak tu buat perangai tu, anak you lah. Masa anak tu buat sebenarnya, anak kita. Tempat anak saya. Anak saya dia tu.
Okay. Tasih cerita all the way your kerjaya. You've tried, you experience, you manage banyak benda. Ada satu challenge yang berlaku dalam kehidupan Tan Sri. Could be personal or kerja yang Tan Sri boleh share disebabkan that one big challenge tu yang that you learn a big lesson.
Okay. I think the real shall we say challenge that happened to me masa saya belajar lah. Masa I tukar course. Jadi tukar course tu, there was a time when I didn't get enough money even to pay for the fees and for the housing rent. My wife was with me, so we really had to suffer, scrunch, borrow money from people to pay. Pasal nak survive, waiting for the next scholarship money to come in. So then I told my wife and I, we said, because she was working at if we can survive this, we can survive anything lah. And I think that was true. We survived that, and when I came back, I was chambering masa tu pun sikit lah, RM500 sebulan. Tapi masa tu juga my wife was pregnant, we gave birth to anak saya pertama. Masa tu I chambering, duit income tak lagi. Chambering ni macam housemanship je, RM500. Tapi we persevered, and I think by having that, whatever comfort and luxury we have now is God bless lah, Tuhan, rezeki Tuhan. Tapi we knew where we came from. We were not rich from the beginning. We had to work hard as a family, as a couple, and because of that, you become stronger lah, in that sense. So it teaches you to be humble and to be thankful what you have. Tapi yang more importantly, to ingat kita ni susah dulu. Jadi sekarang ni ingatlah macam orang lain susah. So I went through that. It's not I didn't get rich overnight. Or I would say rich lah, but comfortable. Sombong pula kata tak, it's comfortable lah. But it was a hard work. There's no shortcut lah, put that way lah. Yeah, I may look fun and all that, but I work hard lah. So my wife complain juga, sekarang ni dah tua sikit, rehat sikit. Tapi lah, kita rehat sikit lah. Chairman kat USIM ni okay lah, not so bad. VC very good, okay. VC very hardworking.
Okay. Tan Sri dah lead banyak organisation.
Yeah.
What are the things that you think kami perlu ada untuk jadi seorang good pemimpin yang baik? Based on your experience as a person.
Okay.
Bagi ke intellectual apa semua tu kita tahu.
Okay.
Tapi apa sebagai seorang a person should have to become a good leader, excellent leader?
I think this is personal to me, but I think it apply to everybody is to have good ethical moral value lah. If you have good ethical moral value and able to do the right thing, and bukannya kata nak melawan kalau benda tak elok ada, tapi you have the courage to do the right thing and not participate something which is wrong. That's the inner strength. It's a moral compass that you need to have lah. Saya pasal kerja saya tu macam tu, jadi saya kena advise orang kata, look, what you doing is illegal, so you cannot do this. This is a law. I cannot be part of it. Kalau you nak buat, you buat lah. Sometimes as a lawyer, I have to find ways to make something that may deemed illegal to be legal. But kalau by the sideline arguable pun tahan juga. Kita boleh argue this is actually not just a loophole. Tak apa. Tapi kalau yang benda yang clear ada satu company tu ada their company makanan take over tu memang buat macam-macam lah, makan duit semua. Jadi we know we're doing the right thing. I supported him, work with my client, I work to make sure we take over a company yang more bleeding, was badly run, and take over because I knew it was the right thing to do. Even though they want to attempt macam-macam, because their company is very bad, ada gangsters semua. Jadi my client suffered, orang hantar bom rumah dia semua. Tapi we knew that it was the right thing to do. We have to fight injustice lah, at your peril lah. So that's something. It's not easy to say, to do lah. I don't know. It's not easy to say no to somebody who's very powerful. So you need to say no to somebody who asks you to do something. If you know it's wrong, you have the right to say no. The strength to say no. But of course, I try to make it a point of being with decorum. You don't scream and shout, and then you don't. Janganlah kita maki hamun orang aku tak setuju. Disagree, but in a noble way.
There is a diplomatic way of saying things,
and saying no by that person not being upset about saying no. It's not easy. I have to bagi dia explanation, and when you're honest with the person why, they will accept it. Of course, grudgingly, tapi kalau dia reasonable person, okay. Kalau tak reasonable person, macam dia cakap pun salah kita ni. Tapi you have to know when to say no lah, in a sense. There are people that will do something which I think is bad. I advise them what to do and find ways to make it proper. This is where the challenge is lah. So when you're true to your word, principled. And then your life is easy. And don't you get involved in something you tahu inherently unlawful or unethical, you don't do. So one thing that we may need to have the ethics lah, the right ethics.
The right ethics untuk jadi a good
person and a good leader. And humble lah. I ni well known orang kata lah, Allah alam lah. Orang kata saya ni humble. I've been taught my mother to be humble lah. And then sampai my mother ni dia very humble sangat. Orang tanya dia okay je sekolah, malah ni. Walaupun orang kata aku dapat nombor 1, tak cakap pun kata orang cakap dia okey je, orang okey je dia, malah ni.
Tak ada puji.
Aku rasa tak ada puji lebih. Habis orang kata boleh kan dia kata memang okey, memang I tak boleh cakap, tak ada riak dia tu. Okeylah, masing-masing punya style lah. But dia cakap macam padi.
Ikut resmi padi. Makin berisi, makin tunduk.
InsyaAllah. I still learning. I always believe in learning. Dengan sini pun kita lihat TV, I want to learn more about our Umi Maktum, our faculty, because I want to learn. So that I can,
it's different thing kan? It's different experience for you juga kan?
I very enjoy. My wife came over that day, pergi ke kelas pemata. And then tengok orang apa yang Quran blind tu. Dia kata very touched. Dia kata a lot of things here are gems that we're not aware of. So my hope is that I can help to make it more visible, bring it up with my connection, my networking, how we can bring it up lah. And I'm happy with the management. They're very eager to work with me, kerjasama, dan we know our agenda, where to go. Question now is how to execute with the current scenario lah. But we are, saya nampak kerjasama tu ada, which is important. Of course, differences of view ni memang ada. You go to the top company in the world, Apple, there are differences, there are problems juga. So as long as we can live with it and the top level know where we're going.
Okay. Soalan personal Tan Sri terus.
Yeah. Other than Arsenal.
Hobi Tan Sri. Tan Sri suka buat apa?
Okay.
Maybe your favourite food.
I'm very two things. One, I'm very simple person. I love movies. Okay. So my wife and I in the past before COVID, I keep watching movies every 2 weeks. So kita berdua je kat rumah. Nowadays tengok TV je lah. Tengok Netflix tengok Apple TV. Bayar sekarang RM12 murah sikit. RM12 sewa. And I like to read. I got books to read, and you'll be surprised. I read biographies or books on management. All that. I do read that, but my favorite is to read storybooks. And my favorite authors are, of course, John Grisham. I call it. I've been reading Japanese books. Of course, Keigo Higisano, the author of Devotions Aspect. I always buy his books. I forgot apa yang John Grisham, of course Jeffrey Archer. These are my daughters that I will buy lah all the time when I see lah. But about ni, I was reading. We just finished a book by what do you call it? Ruth Ware about thrillers. I like thrillers and also legal book lah. John Grisham and all that. So books lah. So I read all the time. Masa my wife tengok majalah 3, I baca buku lah. Ataupun meletup, malah meletup, I tak baca TV lah. Dia tengok meletup, I tengok lah baca TV. Dia dengar sikit. Gegar Baganza, I tengok sekali je lah. I pun minat juga. Tengok juga.
Tengok Gegar Baganza.
Tengok hari Ahad, pergi mana-mana ya, malam.
Okay, but you, both of you lah, Tan Singapore si enjoy movie. Spending time together, tengok movie.
Of course, although to be fair, I have to choose movies that acceptable, more friendly to women lah. Dia keluar, I tengok lah movie yang Mission Impossible and all that. But we work together lah. My wife and I, we married nearly 40 years plus. Kerana before masa belajar dulu, then we got married, studied together. And when I was studying. Jadi sekarang ni anak cucu dah tak ada dah. Jadi cucu, anak kahwin every on life. So only 2 of us. So when I go to work, I travel, I bring her around. And what do I call it? And I think we spend time to a more relaxed manner lah. In that sense, yeah. We have a maid now. Our maid is called Grab food. So pasal kena order lain senang. Maid susah ada maid. Di Grab aja lah. Dia nak mi, nak KW senang order. One pun ketawa boleh kan. Okay.
Senang kan Tansi. Ikutlah nak order apa kan. Dessert, minuman semua. Different ni kan. Okay Tansi. Saya nak keluar air mata. Keluar Tansi buat lawak. Okay. Apa nama? Apa Tan Sri punya aspirasi untuk USIM? Untuk USIM.
Okay, good point. Good question. Been thinking about this pasal saya rasa universiti ni dah achieve a lot already. Okay. Tapi yang aspirasi saya lah untuk kita jadi more global and dapat go mainstream in terms of kita memang kita nak memperkasakan bahasa Arab tu. Dan juga kita macam in a way from the religious school it's our main forte, tapi how we can make our product and our activities more mainstream to the general public lah. Pasal kita baru. Okay, that's one, I won't say it's disadvantage, but one challenge that we need to overcome. Kita alumni tak all over betul lagi. But they're there. I know a good one of them on the board are really very good. Very committed, and kita tak banyak graduate every year. Jadi how to make sure our visibility and our name to branding tu is with the general public lah. We have a few ideas. For example, we have a lot of gems in the university. Umi Maktum is one, which when I speak to people, they are amazed. They go, oh, I tak terfikir yang orang yang kelana upaya ni 10% of the population. The family dari 10%, they overlook. So baru ni, for example, I don't mind saying this because I think something that we did already. We went to speak to Perkeso, mana yang orang accident semua, how Umi Maktum can help. We're working with them. It's an example of how we can put USIM into the mainstream.
Yes.
Okay? And hopefully one day I can make Umi Maktum, we can try to make Umi Maktum as a consultant to a lot of the companies on how to handle orang-orang yang kelainan upaya and how we can help them with the spiritual journey, for example. And even tadi Datuk BC, for example, kalau orang yang ada problem, how we can help them with the yang orang nak retire from government servant, how we can help them with the skills after that,
after
and counselling them and then transitioning them to a new life, for example. So these are things that we need to develop our own product inside. My strength, I think, is to help the university to commercialize themselves.
Okay.
Because sekarang ni budget from government a bit challenging, so we have to, and government pun bagi kita empowerment to find our own income. I think we need to start focusing on areas that we can mendatangkan. Of course, I keep making this joke lah. Sometimes kita ni Islamic, kita kena selalu buat fee sabilillah kan. I prefer to do fees, FEES, fees sabilillah. Jadi biar ada financial aspect sikit. I know it's a joke in a way. I hope don't take it seriously.
Betul.
Bukan free sabilillah. It's fees sabilillah. FEES. Jadi I hope that we can accept when Nabi Muhammad was a trader, so we make trade, but without making obscene profit, but we need the income to help subsidize our students yang ada di universiti. I mean, kita minta endowment, minta donation tu, okay, it's there, but for how long? We need to have sustainable income to help subsidize our activities, our programs, and our what do you call it, growth to be more international. Another thing, and I'm happy university dah pergi dah ke Jabatan to be global, go to other countries. So we are thinking, for example, a GCC strategy. So it's an automatic direct fit for us. Our students are good at Arabic. So we are, long term, we have to get engaging with the GCC countries, how we can work there, and the investors from there can come over here and use our students, and also to tailor-made our students to work with GCC countries. And this is an example. And if GCC countries and investors see USIM as their point of reference, we can do research for them, then the interaction will be there. So these are aspirations that I hope to help the university. But I have to thankful with the previous leadership, previous chairman yang has helped to bring USIM as it is now. I'm just taking over something which is already stable. Kalau ambil company universiti yang tengah problem, susah juga. Jadi kita nak grow. It's okay. Grow tu, we just need to pick up here and there pieces to make it, we can grow together lah. Right.
InsyaAllah. Okay. Last question, Tan Sri. Harapan ataupun pesanan Tan Sri pada kita punya graduan USIM to be relevant in industry.
Okay. Kita kena accept the fact that when you start working, two things lah. One, don't be too choosy on the area of where you're going to work. Pasal life is not that easy. Let's say, as I said, you belajar economy, what kind of job you can get. Chief economist, not actually you can get all the time. You have to start from the bottom and go the way up. Tapi you have to able to be flexible to change, and maybe if need be to add new skills for you to be able to be doing other things as well lah. Itu satu. Dan keduanya ialah remember where you're from. You're from USIM. Bring that characteristic, what you name, what you are the ambassador.
Yes,
and what you're doing, what you do, how you perform will be a barometer of what other people see your future friends or graduate in your juniors. Because those people who are there, wow, ni budak USIM tu, bagus. Dia buat kerja bagus. Kamu pandai. Cerita pasal apa ayat Quran pun dia tahu. These are the image that we want. And I may be wrong because I've only met a few. When I met some of the student leaders ada sini, speak English very well, bahasa of course, no issue, and Arabic as well. And these three combo, I think is incredible. So I think I have a bright future. Mungkin I'm an optimist lah. I'm always
Tapi
optimist.
betul.
Yeah.
Setuju.
But we mungkin pasal USIM ni follow my tradition apa macam padi, tak cakap banyak. So I think we need to trumpet ourselves a bit lah. Okay, but not too much. Biar orang tahu, we have that strength.
Yes.
We can speak English, we can speak Arabic, and we can speak Malay very well. And we are professional, imbued with Islamic ethos and paradigm. This is something that not many people. Of course, you people remember other universities yang ada Islamic pada. We need to distinguish ourselves. That akli tu integration of knowledge tu important. World knowledge and the one from the hereafter. How to mix that. Of course, to me, it's simply that use both the combination. And I think with that, I think we can go for it. It might not be immediate, but in the moment in time, our strategy is as far as for the board and management concerned, to showcase our champions. I keep saying we are strong in Sharia audits. We're strong in halal certification. Where I was told we were also strong in VR, with virtual reality. These are things that I think the outside world, the mainstream doesn't know yet. So we need to just spend. To be fair, it's not because they not want to do it, because we lack of resources. So my job is to try to find resources to make it grow, to make it better, and to channel it to an area where we can commercialize in the way we can. That's my challenge and my hope with our students, work with us, with the management. And I'm happy because I met the student leaders, very cooperative, very willing. Of course, semangat tu ada, nak buat macam-macam lah. To me, it's okay. When you're young, it's okay to be idealistic and want to do things. And I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to accommodate as much as I can.
Okay. Terima kasih banyak Tan Sri. Berkongsi pengalaman peribadi, pengalaman kerja, all the way. I mean, with the staff and also the students. And terima kasih banyak Tan Sri. Kita jumpa lagi. Terima kasih kepada para penonton dan juga pendengar USIM Podcast. Kita akan jumpa lagi di siri akan datang. Jangan lupa like dan juga subscribe USIM Podcast. Saya Nadihah Jamil signing off dengan Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih. Thank you very much. Syukran jazilan.
Anda sedang mendengar USIM Podcast.